Hello, Mr. Winfrey. I'm here to talk about your two books that you have, 144,000 and Speaking in Tongues, and The Beast That Was and Is Not and Yet Is. You mind talking about those for me real quick?
Yeah, my name is Melvin Winfrey. I have two books here. I would like to then talk about it a little bit. But first I want to talk about the Israel continue last week about Israel, about 1948. I want to play a tape here. I'd like for you to listen to it for a few minutes, if you don't mind. Let me see here. Let's see.
What my purpose is if you are a child of God, I want you to be saved as I seek to make a people prepare for the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. Well, don't say I have never said that, you liar. You said Jesus was coming back in the year 2000. No, I did not. That's the thing many of you put on my sayings. You get lessons coming. Throw it in here.
You see? He said that Jesus will come back by the year 2000. That's why I played this tape last week. But you find out that he was a liar. That Jesus never came by the year 2000. Now he want to change and say that Jesus will come back by the year 2018. But it's not the truth. See, he said when 70 years from 1948, when Israel became a nation, so let's make from 2000, from 1948 from 2018 makes 70 years. But that is not true. It's not what the Bible was talking about. Because he said that Jesus Christ was going to come back by the year 2000. Now he say that Jesus Christ can come back by the year 2018. It makes 70 years because 70 years make a generation. And he said Jesus said that this generation will not pass away until all these things be fulfilled. And that's 70 years by 2018.
Right.
We find out that was not true. Now, the Antichrist have to rule for 3.5 years. And where is the Antichrist? See? And the two witnesses have to come for 3.5 years. And the two witnesses is not here yet. So it's going to go to like like I said, the two witnesses will come right now. We'll go to 2019. Almost 2020. So you find out that it's not true what he is saying. That means he's a false prophet. But he can't see it because he's deceived. See, when you deceive, nobody can't tell you nothing because you're deceived. God sent a strong delusion that you should believe a lie. That's God's doing. Now let me play you a tape here. Let me let you hear this.
Make nation after nation after nation, and now we're trying to establish another nation called Palestine and put it into the United Nations as part of the nations. When you see the fig tree budding, we saw it bud, and all the other trees, Israel, and all the other United Nations. 70 years is a generation, brother. It shall not pass. Jesus said the generation that witnesses the budding of the fig tree and then the beginning of all the other nations coming into being will not pass. That 70-year period of time will not come to its complete end without all things written to be fulfilled. And this generation shall not pass until all things be fulfilled. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the fulfillment or the measuring up of the fulfillment of the time of the end. And that is the truth. That is the truth.
Now you see that? He said Jesus said that this generation will not pass away until all those things be fulfilled. And he said a generation is 70 years. He said Jesus said it won't go that far. Now see, and he's using God's name. And that is not the truth. See, it's a lie. See, you're not supposed to use God's name. Now I'm going to read Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 20. It says, "But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. And if thou say in thy heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord hath not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord hath not spoken. But the prophet hath spoken it presumptuously, thou shalt not be afraid of him." You see, if the thing follow not what the prophet said, if he prophesied in the name of the Lord, use God's name, and the thing follow not, that is the thing that God hath not spoken. You see, I mean, the prophet is false. He's teaching falsely. God did not say that, the thing that he said.
Right.
All right. Next question you want to have?
All right. You was talking about the mark of the beast in your book. Is he here now?
The mark of the beast is out right now, but a lot of people don't know about it. But it takes time before it's to come out. You know, just like everything else, it's come out gradually. But the mark of the beast is out now. See, I spoke about it in my book. So people will volunteer and get the mark of the beast. There's a lot of people do not understand it. They think the Antichrist got this, put the mark of the beast on you, but that's not so. It says why the Bible says he causes you to receive the mark, that no man might buy. It says if he that had the mark on a number or the name of the beast. See, just like I put in my book, and on page 129, I think. Let me see if I have my book right here. Page 129, I think I put that, like when you work on a job, some job will require you to have the mark. See, you get my book, you will understand, you will read it and understand what I was saying in my book. See, a lot of jobs will require you to have a computer chip in you in order for you to work on the job. In Europe now they start doing it, but it's going to become everywhere, like in the United States and other places. In order for you to work on a job and to turn on a computer, you're going to have a mark to have access to the building, to come into the building. Now, I stated all that in my book, the beast that was and is not and yet is. And a lot of people want to know, how did I know that? But it's just God had blessed me with wisdom to understand that. Next question you have?
All right. Mr. Winfrey, tell me about the second beast.
The second beast is the Russian bear. The Russian bear had 3 ribs in his mouth. The 3 ribs represent is 3 nations. You know, remember in the beginning, in Genesis, God took a rib from a man and created a woman. And so when a woman become a part of a man. So the same thing like Russia got 3 countries in his mouth. Remember he took Georgia in 2008? I know a lot of people don't remember that. But anyway, he took Georgia in 2008. He took now a lady said on the news, said they have 20% of Georgia. Russia controlled 20% of Georgia. And in Ukraine, I think a couple of years, a year or 2 ago, he took Ukraine, Crimea. But he took a part of Ukraine, Crimea. See, he had 3 ribs in his mouth. Ribs, it'd be like a part of those nations. And now you're in Syria. I think he's controlling a certain part in Syria. That could be the three ribs right there. But I know Georgia is one and Ukraine is one. See, having control over a part of those nations.
Right.
That's what I mean. So Russia consider those nations as part of their federation. The Russian Federation is what Russia has said about Ukraine. It said Ukraine, Crimea is part of the Russian Federation. It's part of them. So a woman is part of the man. When God took a rib from a man and created a woman, so the woman is part of the man. That's how Russia looking at those nations. That's why the Bible said he had three ribs in his mouth. Since a lot of people do not understand that when the Bible said he had three ribs in his mouth, I mean he had three countries in his mouth, like maybe like three part of the countries.
Right, that makes sense. All right, next question I got for you, Mr. Winfrey. Which beast caused the people to receive the mark of the beast?
Repeat the question.
Which beast caused the people to receive the mark of the beast?
Which beast is the last beast? Is the false prophet caused the people to receive the mark of the beast? You can read about it like in Revelation chapter 13. Let me see if I can find it right here in Revelation chapter 13. That's the second beast, the false prophet, caused the people to receive the mark of the beast. Like in verse 11, it says, I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And this is the false prophet. And you go down like in verse 14, they say, they see them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had a wound by a sword and did live. And verse 15 said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that many that will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he, in verse 16 said, he caused it all, both small and great, rich, poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. You see, here's the beast, the second beast in Revelation. The false prophet caused people to receive the mark of the beast. Now you can go turn to Revelation, I think in chapter 19 and verse 20. It will tell you who the one that caused the people to receive the mark of the beast. I think verse 20 said, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracle before him, which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. It says the false prophet that caused the people to receive the mark of the beast.
Right.
Yeah. Says a lot of people can't see that. And he said, you go back in Revelation 13, it's tell you the second beast caused the people to receive the mark of the beast.
All right, got you. And another question here. What is the abomination that marketh desolate?
Oh, you mean to make it desolate?
Make it desolate. I'm sorry.
Abomination that make it desolate is when they're going to set up an image in Jerusalem. The false prophet will set up an image, and everybody have to bow down and worship that image. See, a lot of people have been saying that, you know, and when the Jews go back to bulls and goats, animal sacrifice, that will make the abomination and make it desolate. This is not what the Bible says. You see, it will set up an image. You just see this second beast. You go back in Revelation 13 And Revelation 13 and verse 14, it said, and he deceived them that dwelt on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwelt on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword, and they lived. He said, he told the people that to make an image to the beast. And the people had to bow. You read down verse 15, the people had to bow down to the image of the beast or they should be killed. See, it's the false prophet. It's the false prophet that caused the people to receive the mark of the beast and caused people to worship the image of the beast. The image of the beast has to make everybody bow down to that image of that beast, what he set up like Nebuchadnezzar did. That's the one make the abomination that make it desolate. Because God said not to bow yourself down to any graven image. This is God's commandments.
Right, and any commandments will get them killed.
Yeah, you see, on that beast, and they will worship the image of the beast. Anybody that worship the image and receive the mark of the beast shall be tormented. If it is worship the image of the beast. Too. There's a lot of people do not understand that too. If you worship the image or receive the mark of the beast, you will be tormented forever. But it's the abomination that make it desolate. But when you bow down and worship that image of the beast, when they set up that image of the beast and everybody bow down and worship it. And people want to know how that Antichrist, that man of sin, will know that you worship the image of the beast, because we got technology. We have the computer now. They can see you if you're bowing down. They're watching you everywhere. They got cameras everywhere. Your television watching you everywhere you go now that the beast government can see. They'll know if you bow down and worship the image of the beast. And many people don't understand it. But people carry a computer with them all the time. Their cellular phone, all that. Their smartphone. And they're watching you and they're seeing you and they're tracking you on that phone. And they will know when you bow down and worship the image of the beast. They have television, internet, if you're on there. They'll send a message for everybody to bow down. Just like they do in a weather alert. See? It's the same thing. They'll give you an alert for you to bow down and worship. If you don't bow down and worship, they will know.
Very true. Well, that was my final question, and I appreciate the interview.